Alright, I think I'm all ready to go. Hey there. Haven't streamed in a couple days. I usually stream during the week, and I just been busy playing other games. I kind of haven't given D2 any love here, so let's come back here to some D2 because I've got 83 items left on the grail, and they're not going to find themselves, right? The only character I've left to level is this assassin, and literally every single, like, look at this, I'm stacked. These are the only two characters I really farm on, though, because this is a lightning sorceress, so she just shreds everything, and then I gotta summon Necro, and he just shreds everything, so. This is a Javazon, but she's got some work to do, and it's like kind of in the, this is basically the ranking at power here. It's my most powerful character, it's next most powerful, and so on and so forth. Technically, my paladin should be almost at the top, but he just literally is just a smiter paladin. So that's like all he does, just for Ubers. Yeah, so I just realized I have not shown my neck because I've been playing on and off still. I still play D2, obviously. Always play D2. Let's show some of the changes that have been made in D2 here. And actually, let me just double check my stream real quick before I get started. Yeah, so, okay, it sounds good. Alright, so one of the changes I made is I went ahead and made a beast. So I had the runes laying around, obviously, because I've shown my runes like every stream. That fanaticism aura, though, right? So, really, really interesting. So let's take it for a spin. Oh, actually, I like to... So I keep the arm of King Lyric to summon my army. And then like a crappily rolled spirit, terribly rolled spirit. And then I'll switch to the homunculus and for the resistances, really. And the beast. And I'm not even maxed. But it doesn't really matter because it's a summon necro. So yeah, let's check out the summon necro with the beast. So basically every single one of my minions is going to have fanaticism. So they'll basically hit like faster, more accurately, blah, 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 blah. I have to look up what exactly fanaticism does, actually, because it does a couple of things. But yeah, I am a follower, so really helpful. I mean, you can just kind of see it right off the bat. That's the stone skin guy, and he's just getting shredded on players 5. Usually that would take a little bit longer. It's not even all my minions either, like not telestomped them or anything. So really, really great. just really, really promising results. I still want to make a pride and stuff. Let me see here. What is this? Monarch. Okay, let's go ahead and just edit this because I got the Monarch. Yeah, I still need all those other items though, so let's keep that. I'm gonna keep that up. And that's just, oh yeah, the last stream I had, I found some really cool drops that I predicted. But I'm just gonna take that off because I gotta find something before I actually do that. All right, let's take these bad boys out for another spin here. Whoops. I mean, it's not like a dramatic like reinvention of the class or anything using a beast, but it's just like more. It's just a little bit more solid, like DPS, basically more solid damage. They're a little bit faster, a little bit stronger. You know, it's like this is all you really can do after a certain point with this class. So it's like you might as well do it if you want to keep playing this like build. You know, because you can play like poison necro, a bone like the teeth necro, like a bone spear necro. You can do all these other necros, and if you want to kind of have a certain like quality of life with a summoner, you're gonna hit a wall. So this is one of the few upgrades you can make, especially if you just really don't give a shit about your items. Like you're just a budget summoner necro, you know, or not that you don't give a shit, but you don't have the items. It's like Steel Clash right off the bat. There's only so much you can do, you know. and just people are getting shredded. It's good. Love to see it. So that's a steel clash, I believe. So I'm not really interested in that. I don't really think I give a shit about man catchers because they're spears. Yeah. That's thrown off, a fair amount of D2 players thinking that you can make rune words and the spears that you can make a pole arms. Like they're not interchangeable. Alright, what's going on here, you guys? I'm taking a little bit more damage than I want to take right now. Mostly just because I got poison though, so. And after a certain point, like, you just get tired of revives. Like me personally anyway, I just get tired of rezzing them. They die consistently because of the time limit. They're not really that powerful, like, they just get on my nerves basically, so. It's kind of stop messing with them. But I'll keep, I'll keep them up. I don't really care about these guys. Although when I clear, I should just go double check down there and make sure I didn't miss any items. And I'm just having like a poison night here already. Like, jeez. Yeah, that's a super poison. And that's all you do. Like, if you get super poisoned, you should heal. And if you have an antidote, sure, use it. But just go to town. Like, it's not that deep. Just go to town, get rid of it, come back. It takes like 2 seconds. No, it's like no. It's kind of annoying too with the revives. Like nobody can be revived. So just wow. Yeah, and I never really wanted to stream those terror zones either because there just really wasn't much to them. I mean, honestly, it's kind of like not a big deal. It's like it should be a bigger deal than it is, but it's such a the developers are so like afraid of pissing people off, which I can't really blame them too much, but they're so afraid of making like bigger changes that the changes they do make are so tiny. Like the terror zone should be like this massive deal, and they're just kind of like, here's some extra areas you can farm at max level. Like it's kind of like that's what it boils down to, really. Like, and it's on. The reason why it's not a big deal is because it's online only, and it's only for ladder right now. So and it's PTR technically, but. It's like, so you basically, the only new content, which is not even technically content, like at all, it's just option, really. It's basically a glorified, like, really weird quality of life thing, but the only new thing they've added to the game here in regards to this patch is, like, you can, if you're online, well, basically ladder is already online anyway, if you're on the ladder, you can farm different areas for, max level loot. Like, that's it. Like, it's so specific. Like if it was all of them launching at once, then I'd be a little more, I'd be more excited. But I'm like, it's not even out. And then when it does come out, it's not single player. So I really, honestly, I could not care less. Like it just has no effect on me whatsoever. So, or any single player players. If they bring it to single player, which I'm sure they will, but I mean, they're being kind of cagey about it, so maybe not. But as long as they bring it to single player, then I can, form a better opinion on it. Like I said, I tried it, but it was so underwhelming, to be honest. It was just, wow, this areas have higher level monsters in it. Like, it's like I was telling my friend on the stream when he was watching it. It's like, you still have the same drop rates where they're probably going to drop, if you're lucky, a couple rares. The drop rate didn't change. What they can drop didn't change. Technically, you can say it did because they can drop higher level stuff. Like, you can get Ethereals or something, but it's like, it's still the same game. It's just a couple of different areas. Like, it's really, it's the kind of update that lesser developers would charge for, and then the community would go to war with each other about. It's a free update, so I'm not going to sit here and say it's garbage, but it's just underwhelming. If it was single player, I would play it. I'd do a more in-depth analysis and try it out more, and I'd stream it. But it's literally just PTR right now, and I don't like streaming PTR because it's just very like clickbaity. And anybody can do it. It's not like I have an inside track. It's like anybody can join the PTR. See for yourself kind of thing, And plus, nobody watches anyway. So if somebody watched and was like, could you do the PTR? I'm like, okay, well, I'll do it now. But nobody cares, so. Anyway, my point is it's just a little. It seems like a missed opportunity, I just wish I almost wish they'd be more bold. I'm not going to say I wish, because be careful what you wish for, right? Maybe they'll nerf teleport or something horrible like that. So it's a pretty weak, underwhelming update. Hopefully, and it's very restrictive. Like it's only once every hour it'll shift the terror zones. I didn't really get to test the XP, but I ran in there with a level 90 character. No, not even 90. It was 85 or something, and I cleared the entire terror zone, and my experience bar didn't move at all. So I'm like, well, that's garbage XP. It's not like I was 95. I think I was 85. So the XP wasn't great. The loot's exactly the same, so it's garbage. It's just really underwhelming. It's a shame. The idea of terror zones is really good, though. They need to flesh it out more, do a little bit more with it, It's the very minimum it needs to be on single player. I get that they can't just do whatever they want, whenever they want, easily at the snap of their fingers. But yeah, it certainly sucks that it's just on ladder. There's also those of us that play multiplayer that don't give a shit about ladder. I don't like ladder. My favorite part of the game is not leveling characters. I don't like leveling characters. It's not Diablo 3. It's not fast, it's not easy. It takes a while. People that say it doesn't take a while or it's easy are the same people that get people to power level them. So their opinion on it's just kind of moot point. But it takes a while. I don't like being underpowered. You're underpowered for a little bit, and I have all kinds of issues with it. I don't like it. So I don't hate it though, obviously, or else I wouldn't play the fucking game. But I don't like doing that. That's why I haven't finished my assassin, taking a break from leveling. So I don't like ladder. And then the drop rates in this game are so low that it's finding your gear again, outside of trading is just not really going to be it's not really going to be feasible in any reasonable amount of time. So that's why I like single player, because it's I find this gear once and then that's it. It's I'm done. If I was the type of player that ran around and every time I farmed I found fucking GG items, then sure I wouldn't mind ladder as much. But as you can see from any one of my streams, I rarely find good loot. Even on doing everything possible the right way, I still don't find good loot. So it takes me a very, very long time to find good loot. So I don't want to undermine that by setting the clock back to going all the way back and starting from scratch. Sounds like a punishment for me personally. So there's plenty of people that love it though. So hats off to people that love ladder. Have fun. If I was in charge of the game, I would devote a team to ladder and make sure that ladder was as fun and cool as possible. I have nothing against ladder. Just, I don't personally like to do it. Yeah, so thanks for putting the only new feature in the game in fucking ladder. So that sucks. Sucks for me. Sucks to suck, right? What I really wanted them to do, and I'll say this, I guess I'll be like Angry Video Game Nerd said, they'll find me in a mental hospital, you know, I'll have like the straight jacket on. Like all you're gonna hear me go is like, oh, stackable runes and gems, stackable runes and gems. Like please give us stackable runes and gems. Like there's even people that are so nerdy that they'll suggest limitations to it. Like, and I'll even agree with some of them, but you gotta give us some stackable runes and gems. It's not a choice. It's not a play style. It's just garbage. Like it's a dumb idea that they don't stack. Like it would be so cool if when you were playing, you actually picked up all the runes and gems on the ground. Like that would be so cool. Like I couldn't imagine. It would change the way I play. It'd just be so cool. And then I could like cube up stuff. Your cube would get so much more play because I'd constantly be like changing stuff out or upgrading, and it'd just be awesome. So we got an all res, not a bad all res ring, but that's literally all it has. Just all res and nothing else. But yeah, imagine if there was another stash slot here. You don't even have to give us more stash space. Although honestly, there's no reason not to at this point. The game's 20 years old. We've all been playing Pluggy. Just fucking do it. But if you're not going to give us more stash space, just give us another stash, and it's just for currency. You can't put items in there. Just runes and gems. And then just have enough for one of each. And, you know, you can put like, maybe there's a little spot for torches and an nihilist, whatever, you know, all the currency in the game, geeds, whatever. I don't care. Just make it runes and gems. They all stack and they don't take up any more space. So it's like, you just put a thole right here, and then you put your other thole there, and then you put your other one there, and then that's that. It's like, I can't believe we're having to even ask for that. Like, that should have been at launch, you know? But that's all I really wanted out of this update. And I mean, this is just the PTR. I don't want to sound like a child, but maybe they've got something more for us. I doubt it. But that's they just really need to do that. I had a dream about it. I was so excited about it. I mean, it would be a huge game changer for me to actually pick up all the runes and gems you find, and then you would have them on hand, so you can do you could do so much more with a cube if you actually have the materials for it, right? Like that's why you don't really mess with the cube, because you probably don't have the stuff for it laying around without having to, you know, sacrifice your stash. And I get the whole argument for stash space. That's kind of different to me, but I'm just talking about runes and gems. But it's kind of the same, kind of different, you know, because obviously it takes space. But another Hydra boat. Anyway, that's just my thoughts on it. That's all I want. I don't want them to make the game easier. I don't want them to increase the drop rates or anything. I just want stashable runes and gems, stackable runes and gems. Maybe in like an ideal world, yeah, I would like, you know, pluggy stash, but that's never gonna happen. I don't think that would ever happen in a million years. I do think they will give us stackable runes and gems if people stay on their ass enough about it. Because that's what happens. Like if you stay on a developer's ass about shit, they will 180. Like look at GTA Online, which is one of the games I'm playing like in my spare time. The developers swore up and down they would never let us do private lobbies, you know. They wouldn't let us do invite only sessions and let us do like heist stuff and all this stuff. And then they gave it to us. So I mean, sure, it's towards the end of the game's, I think, life cycle here, but they still did it. I think developers will change shit if you bitch about it enough. Really think that's something they should do. Now, the whole private loot thing and all that stuff, that's a whole other discussion. I'm not even going to get into it, honestly. I don't, it's too spicy. I got some viewpoints on that are just, I got some hot takes. So I'm going to leave that one alone right now. Maybe another stream. But I'm sure I've already talked about it anyway. They really got to give us a stack of runes and gems. Seriously. I'm going to put that on my gravestone. Because I'm sure they won't give it to us by the time I'm dead, but they need to do it. It's been long enough. At the end of the day, when you play this game and you do what I'm doing right now, you're farming area level 85, whatever. You're doing whatever you want, right? At the end of the day, this is the experience of the game. You're gonna run in. You're gonna have a weak or strong build, good or strong character, good or bad loot, whatever. You're going to run in, you're going to kill these monsters, probably going to get cursed because there's way too many. Curse happens way too often, by the way, is another complaint of mine. But you're going to get cursed or whatever, and they're going to drop garbage, right? That's the essence of the game. The essence of the game is neither quality nor quantity. It is simply the pleasure of playing the game. That's the point of the game. The point of the game isn't to get loot because you're not getting loot. This loot is garbage. Like, look, I got 1 blue, 2 blues, 3 blues. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I got 10 blues in level 85 area on players 5 with 337% MF. You're gonna get garbage. That's the whole point of the game, is to get garbage loot, if you get any at all. So we're not talking about changing that aspect of the game. We're talking about giving us just the quality of life feature so we're not wasting so much fucking time on stupid shit because your life is too important for that. Like this screen right here pisses me off. This is a whole stash tab I have just for runes. Like that sucks. I hate it. I hate it here. I wish we had stack of runes and gems. And I wouldn't mind it so much if that stash space was runes and gems. But like I said, they stack. But there's literally, I can only have 1 of each. Just such a waste. Pretty much half this stash space would be eliminated too, and then I have all this extra space. But anyway, I've ranted enough about that. Soccer runes and gems, make it happen. Just it's beyond time. Beyond time for that to happen. And I hope I've shown off this Summoner Necro long enough now. I think people get the point if anybody was watching. Pretty dope, right? Pretty dope. Gonna blow my nose in a minute still. Yeah, I'm still having this is long COVID, baby. Still having all these horrible sinus issues and stuff. Still bad. Still feel, some days I still feel pretty bad. Some days better, some days worse. It's just never gonna go away, basically. It's gonna take months. Not gonna use that as an excuse anymore. I feel good enough to stream pretty much every day now, but there was a time where I didn't even feel like getting out of bed really every day. So I can't believe how much you get cursed in this game. It's crazy. That's another quality of life feature I wouldn't mind they change either, because this is another just stubborn argument people have where it's like, you don't want to make the game easier. And I'm like, honestly, the curse doesn't even make the game harder. Like, it only makes the game harder on new characters that aren't geared. Like, once you're geared, curses are largely irrelevant. So, at this point, they're just fucking annoying, and they need to I hate all this orange on my screen. I wish they'd do something about that. They don't even have to get rid of cursed. Could we just change all this fucking goddamn orange on my screen? It's like, it's ridiculous. Can't believe how many elites cursed. It's crazy. And I know my frenzy aura is orange, basically same color, but hey. Goes away in town, and this is new. I've not always had beast. Alright, I'm going to blow my nose real quick, because I'm getting more nasal by the second. So let me pop this real quick. Let me look up something right before I go to... All right. Okay, I just wanted to show, where is my webcam? Wow. Okay, I just wanted to show, basically what the point of fanaticism is. So it's pretty dope, as you can see. So that's it. That's all I want to say. Damage, attack speed, attack rating, just great. That's just a great bonus for your summons. So let's go murder some cows. All right, so right off the bat, there's too many cows in one spot. So let's kind of literally herd them into where we want them to go. God, there's just too many. Right. Still too many. I love it. I love when you just go into cows and there's just too many cows. Like, it's annoying, kind of, because you're not set up, but it's also awesome because look at all these corpses. Sadly, though, they all drop garbage. So, you know, that's kind of the point of like this whole stream right now, is that no matter what they change with the game, people can get all salty about it. You still have your core experience of getting absolute garbage drops. So, congratulations. Like, that's not going to change. So, that's actually why I've been kind of playing other games lately, too. I love this game, and I'll pretty much always play it. But, yeah, not getting good drops all the time, that's just doesn't make for compelling gameplay. And yes, I'm aware Diablo 3 exists. Yes, I love it and I play it. And no, I don't want them to change anything. I've said that like, I think I've said that like literally every stream. I'm like, I don't want them to change the drop rates. I'm simply commenting that they're garbage. I was like, it's just part of the game's identity. All right. I'll teleport right into that guy. That was close. Got some garbage sanders. Nothing to see here. Got another elite. Finally, something I can pick up. There we go. Getting some uniques now. Finally, they exist. Pretty sure it's a worm skull, but you know, and I know I've gotten it. Whatever it is, I know I have it. So it's not gonna be anything new. If you run cows for drops, then you're not gonna be very happy. Like, I'm just running them for, you run cows just to run cows, just the rare, super wildly rare chance you'll get a high rune or something, decent rune, a mid rune if you're extremely lucky. All right, so I got cursed again, and I'm just tired of curse at this point. That's why I was bitching about it a minute ago. It's like, go the fuck away. I'm tired of curse, tired of staring at it, tired of hearing the sound it makes. Tired of it. I curse people. So I don't want them to do it. It's my thing, not yours. Not really using mages either. I'm kind of done with mages at this point. They're really bad. Oh, wow. New subscriber. Oh, wait, where'd it go? Thank you, MOFFOEG. Yeah, I'm still at the point where literally just people subscribed. It would just make my life a lot better, basically. So it's like I don't even have, like, I'm not even at the point where people can even like donate, even if I wanted them to, unless I was just super like desperate and wanted to like put up a Venmo or something, which I'm never gonna do. Hopefully. Hopefully I'm never that desperate. All right, so what do we got over here? And I like to pop all these containers just because containers are fun. And my grand plan for this guy, I've mentioned before, was I basically wanted to get a pride rune word on the mercenary, and then, you know what? Still need to put a 4 open socket polearm on that list, but I basically wanted to make an insight iron golem, and then, which is very easy, and then make a pride rune worded polearm for my mercenary, And then I would have both the insight aura and concentration aura. So all of my follower and all my monsters would just do, you know, it was like 200% more or something like that damage, and they would still have the insight going. So it would be so good. But I still haven't found a Cham, and I don't have a 5 open socket polearm, and I don't have a 4 open socket polearm for another insight. So I'm a little bit off, a little bit of the ways off. So that's just like more of a long-term goal. Just getting this beast rune word is a first for me. I've never made a summoner necro with that beast, so it's pretty interesting. It's not like amazing, but it's definitely not garbage. Plus, I can always use it on like a druid or something if I don't really feel like it. Why are you stuck? Like, move. So I teleported in, a bastard. Yeah, and I usually I don't show my gear very often because I've shown it a lot in earlier streams. So it's kind of like, I guess that's incorrect of me to assume that people have already seen it. Actually, after this cow run, I'm going to show something, but it's the same gear I always have on, you know, except this is the only new edition was a beast, and I got, you know, it's all very cookie cutter like type stuff. I don't really like to use a spirit right now because my resists are kind of low, so that's why I'm using this. I still need better boots on this guy. Like, he has like half GG, half garbage gear. It's like really weird. Well, not half, but it's like a mix. It's what I like to call a realistic character. Like I've always say, it's a working man's character. It's very in between, like top of the line and horrible at the same time. Because I farmed this. This is solo self-found, no cheats, no online, single player. So very realistic. It's a very realistic character. Follower has some pretty garbage items. Like he could be doing a lot better. Well, I guess I can just use this insight for an iron golem, but either way, I'm still a Cham and a base off, so got a while to go. And that's why I made that Javazon, so I can farm bases a little more easily. But it's like I did this online too. I made a Lightning Fury Amazon, and I just kind of don't like farming cows with it, which is kind of the point of it, and I just don't like it. So we got a Frostburn over here. So that's 2 garbage normal items. So I've got a Worm Skull and a Frostburn. That's just terrible. Terrible drops in here. Yeah, don't run cows for drops. You're not gonna have a good time. They can drop cool stuff, but they're not going to because they're just not. I'll take these small charms out. You know, I don't think I need a Thol rune, but I might grab one just in case. Yeah, I'm still not grabbing large charms. They can suck a butt. Experience is really starting to slow down too. I hit 92 and it's gonna go real slow from now on. I feel like 91 is the last level where you actually see like progress with your experience there while you're playing. Otherwise, after that, you'll only get experience like you'll notice after a few weeks. You'll be like, "Oh yeah, my bar moved." Like it's really slow. Really, dude. Cursed and your stone skin, like get out of here. Oh, cool. Thanks for the fun. All right. I was just ranting about this curse. Get the fuck off my character. I'm so sick of seeing curse. All right. So we got garbage. Garbage.
That's pretty cool. I like using these on like melee characters. Garbage, garbage, and garbage. So I'll keep that little small charm, I think. Wow, I have a lot of runes on this character. I'm just saving all these runes for like random shit, cube recipes and whatnot, you know, like a rainy day basically. Let's do a cow run on my Javazon real quick just to show what I was talking about. Oh, this is what I was going to show. Let me come over here real quick too. So if you come over here to Max Roll GG, let me show you what you can do. Come over here to Character Planner. And I should have something on here, but I might need to sign. Yeah, I'm signed in, so like what's going on here? What the hell is going on? What do you mean failed to load folders? You know, I'm trying to show off this website here for people. You know what I mean? Like, why are you being a little hoe? Import? I wonder if I can just do this. Let me check this out real quick. Is this showing up on here? Okay, so I'm opening character files here, so just bear with me for a second here. Let's do Bone Zone. What? Let's try Ben Wyatt. Yeah, unknown stat code. Like, oh, there we go. Oh, it worked. You can see it. Okay, so here's like my sorceress, for instance, and you can load in all your cool stuff, and it's just really cool. You can even switch, and then that's just the gear. You can also come into the character, look at your skills. So this is how, for instance, I save. This is what I need to hot link this into my stream. Like on the description, here's what my character builds are, so you don't have to like wait for the stream to. Oh, what is this? What? Why does it keep failing? Like, anyway, so that's I'll get back into that later. That's not stream time for that. But that's how I'm gonna have my character set up, and I'll put them on there so the 0 people that are watching can actually look at my characters. So, and the builds. I mean, I'll show it on stream too. I'm not like super stingy or anything. I'm just saying. So this character sucks. I mean, I have the gear for a GG Javazon, but it's not on this character right now. So it's like, it's okay. Like it's a start. It's definitely a start. A lot of it's actually excellent gear, but it's like, it's not, I'm missing like an Enigma, and I'm missing, Griffins. Griffins is on my sorcerer. Enigma is on my necromancer. Shitty rolled spirit. Got like a torch, of course, and an nihilist because I sat there and did Ubers for like an entire weekend. And I got some cool charms, like a lot of plus 100 charms. Look at all these. Yeah, I'm getting like 600, I think, poison damage. And then I keep this for any physical immune. Somebody learned that on Reddit. The amplified damage will drop their physical immunity. Let's go do some cows. Do another cow run here. I think this is the carrot. Yeah, the thing is like right here. I mean, this is players 1, so it's not. I'm not too impressed with its character, but I've played Javazons before, so it's cool. Because I can even kill lightning immunes without any difficulty really. Without even my mercenary does not have infinity either. Just same. I have basically insight, treachery, and Talrashas on all my mercenaries except for my sorceress, because I've not found. I found one in Dariel's Visage. I found like 2 low runes, and I used 1 to make a grief. Like it's just the wealth is just not there. Like I am not a rich player at all. This is why I play single player, because I never find those like awesome items that other people do. It just takes me forever. Which, you know, I'm sure most of us are in that boat. Realistically, you know. Alright. I'm going to start counterclockwise here because I don't want to immediately hit the Cow King. See, right off the bat, we got a Oculus base, the magic version. I don't know why none of you guys are dying. Is that an elite? That was. Got a lightning immune. Now I can switch weapons and then I'll do a little bit more damage as well. I think that's a it's either K-Hagens, however you say it, or I forgot what the other one is. I have them though. Another elite. And you're gonna like burn through. It's like any new like Javazons like burn through your javelins here. But that's the whole point, right? It's like that's why you grab it. That's why people love Titans or some of these other ones, because even if you burn through them, they just regenerate. And I got, what do I have on backup? So I have Thunderstroke on backup. So that does even more damage. They just don't regenerate. So it's a little expensive to use those. So I try not to use those like all the time. We'll take a small charm. And this character is much better with Enigma, by the way. Like every character that can't teleport. This character is much better with Enigma to reposition your mercenary and stuff. Much better with Griffins for the extra lightning damage and enemy resistance decrease. And it's just this is not the full potential here. That's why I'm on players 1. But I don't feel like switching all of my gear every time I play this character. So ideally, my long-term goal is to have all these characters individually geared with no gear changing whatsoever. Which is why it took me so long to make a beast, because I was kind of holding on to that bear like I was going to make another Enigma, and I'm like, that's... I should have made another Enigma. But my point was I made a choice, and the choice was I didn't want to double up on gear right away when I still have gear I don't have yet. So that's my priority. So I never made a beast rune word, so I made that first. Judging how I'm on a now, I think 2-month streak without a high rune, I'm estimating I won't find a high rune until next year probably, if I'm lucky. It's just, the drops just dry, they're gone. I'm also not, coincidentally, this is why I'm not mad when I say that. I also have not been playing very much, that's why I haven't found one. If I was playing 4 to 8 hours a day, I would certainly have found one by now, but I'm not. Playing like, 2 hours every, couple of days, maybe. So, yeah. High runes are all about numbers. It's all about killing a lot of monsters as fast as possible. See, I'm already down to my last. Now, here's why I like Titans right here the most. Besides just the insane rolls on it, but 1 gold. So I am down to 12. Pay 1 gold. 180. Now that's what you don't hear people praise Titans enough for. Like, that's awesome, because it could cost a shit ton and it doesn't. It is annoying to go back to town, obviously, but pretty awesome. So that guy was actually immune to physical, but I don't care. That's the beauty of the this is arguably the strongest build in the game, and I say arguably, I mean arguably. Like, it depends on how geared it is, how geared other builds are, but it's extremely powerful is my point. One of the strongest, easily. this technically would be my strongest character as well if I put all my good gear on her, but I don't want to, so so that's it. You know, maybe one day in the far future I can make another Infinity, but I need two more bears to do that. So realistically, I need 2 more bears, another low for another fortitude. I need another bear because I have 2 jaws, which is ridiculous that I have 2 jaws. I have 2 jaws, but no bears now because that beast took my last bear. So that's why people covet bear runes so much, or burr runes, however you want to pronounce it. Because jaw runes are great, but you only need jaws for a couple of very specific things that aren't the best in the game. Whereas with burr runes or bear runes, you need them for a lot of stuff. So really doing myself a disservice here not having any, but absolutely nothing I can do about it. Other than this is the only thing I can do really. Or do a bunch of lower Kuros runs, but I did so many of those. I did it for like a week basically straight, and I'm so burnt out. Like I'll do that again maybe next year or something. I burnt myself out on lower Kuros. But that's how I got all my runes really. As you can see, I don't get my runes from playing the game. I get them from lower Kuros because look at this. I'm not getting any. You can get them from just any monster in hell, but I'm not. So I really need to. When the game gives you lemons, you literally have to make lemonade with it. I gotta blow my fucking nose again. I swear, when I put this green screen up, it makes like a greenhouse effect in this room, and it's just hot and stuffs my nose up. Be right back. Okay. What was I? Oh, so I was just thinking when I was blowing my nose. So I planned to do a stream where I was leveling my assassin. That is my last character I need to level. Anything other than that will be purely for what's it called? Either be a mule or another build, which I don't even need to do anyway because I'm single player and I can switch builds of the, snap my fingers or not snap my fingers, but all I have to do is come over here and hit Alt, left click, and it resets. So, I went to town and I did not freaking repair my javelins. Good job, Lloyd. So, I'm probably just gonna make this assassin at some point. Oh, it's Heavenly Guard, which I also have, so that's cool. So I want to make that assassin at some point, and then after that, I just really need to gear these characters, and they're just not getting drops. It's like, I really, and I think the common denominator between all these characters is they need runes. So I might have to go do some more lower Koros farming, and I fucking hate it. I hate the fact that you have to do that to get high runes. And here's a hot take. I want the developers to do something about that, and I don't know what they could do without making it like pissing people off, but maybe like terror zones, we need more areas where high runes are a possibility, because they're just not a possibility. Like, you just don't get them. Like, literally the only way to get them is just staple your balls to the wall and just sit in certain areas and kill monsters for hundreds of hours. And I'm like, is that really how you want to design games here? So I'm not saying you should just like walk into an area and then every monster drops like fucking high runes. It's like not what I'm saying at all. I'm not saying they need to increase the global high rune drop rate either. I just think there should be another way to get them other than running cows and all this dumb shit. It's like, I don't know. Maybe terror zones increase rune drops or something. I don't know. There's got to be a way. So that was a run here. That was what I walked out with. It's pretty sad. So let's switch it up to my sorcerers here. Pretty sad. That was players 1 though, so understandable. Players 1. And I know I'm bitching about loot a lot. But that's why I kind of took a break from playing for a few days as well, because after a while, like, it really, the drop rates in this game are just not for the faint of heart, you know. And I'm a multi-generational gamer. Like, I grew up playing the first video games ever made, and I'm still playing video games, so I know about the changes in game design philosophy and just how games are nowadays compared to how they were back in the day and all this stuff. So when I play games like this with very, very old mentality for game design, it clashes with more modern games I play, and it's jarring. It's just straight up jarring. Oh, come on. Oh, I was like, why am I not casting here? So as I've said before, this is basically my main character. I don't want it to be, but it is. I want my Necro to be my main, but this character just shreds reality. It's just too powerful. So it's just the 3-piece towels, and just this fucking chess piece didn't take me years to drop. Griffins, which I've only found 1 on single player. I found 1 online too, so I've found 2 Griffins. Period. That's it. Not perfect spirit. My latest addition is these War Travelers, which didn't roll bad at all. Son of Jordan from my Necro, because my Necro used to have it. And then just a 10 FCR dual res ring. That's a nice FCR ring. Enchant scars for MF. Good torch. Decent Annihilus. And then just MF, resist. It's just MF and resist. That's all my things are. 2 skillers. You can just see MF resist, MF resist, MF resist. And I could play this on players 7 or whatever, and I do or have. I just like players 5. When you play 7, there's just too much loot on the ground. Can't even see it, and it's all garbage anyway. So, and I know it's more drops, so technically, eventually I would get better drops from it. But it's I honestly can't even play when there's that much loot on the ground, because we don't have a loot filter, so it's just hard to even see what's dropping. I think this is a Medusa's Gaze, by the way. So, oh lord. All right, let's just get out of here. I was about to leave and I forgot I was on sorcerer, so I can just teleport away. Here, you know what? I want to kill all you guys, or get cursed and teleported. Either one. This is a juicy amount of mobs. Where are you going, bro? Get over here. Oh, boy. You know, I really, 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 really need to learn to shoot his temper, but mine rolled so bad that I do myself... Son of a bitch. Just keep switching my spells down here, because I've explained before, I use teleport on the middle mouse button, so I'll accidentally scroll on just... But anyway, I really need to get in a shoot his temper going so I can stop teleporting when enemies hit me with Oculus, but I've only got 1 to drop and it rolled so poorly, it's completely out of the question for me using it. I would just lower my DPS. Such a garbage roll on it. Alright, you need to chill. And of course I pissed everybody off. But that's the beauty of this character. I can piss off the world and I'll still still be good to go. Could you stop teleporting me, please? Stop running. Bro, you were being about a bitch right now. cannot get this guy to stop running. Here, jeez.
I can't carry anymore.
All that for a drop of blood. Because none of this loot's good. Alright, I'm done with you guys. Oh wait, never mind, it's juicy mobs. I was about to be done with you guys, but there's like a bunch of you lined up right here. Omrune, whoa! Let's kill all these guys just because they're nicely lined up, which I like. Take the small charm. Alright. Longsword. And this character has the most MF on my characters, 477, which is not great, but it's not bad at all either. It's like pretty, oh lord. It's pretty, like I said, working man's. That's how I would describe it. All right, could you stop? Stop attacking me, please. It's tough to get those guys because you want to teleport away, but then your mercenary goes away, therefore they'll just retarget you. So it's like you kind of got to teleport as a sorceress and then kind of walk around for a minute. So it's awkward. That's what that awkward little dance I just did was. Who's over here? Alright. Oops. And I accidentally used a potion just like I thought I did. Oh, you know what? This whole time I've had this game like super quiet, and I apologize for that. I always mean to turn the volume up when I'm playing. But I've been playing pretty quiet lately because I've been playing GTA Online, so the music in that and the guns and the vehicles, and it's really obnoxiously loud. I don't want to bother my wife if she's sitting next to me. Because, I mean, I could use headphones, but I don't like using headphones. Obviously, I'm not using them right now. I mean, I have headphones. So I got them right here. Oops, I just don't really like using them. Alright. Like usual, these guys have way too many hydras, so just kind of getting away from them for a second. That was quick and easy. I'm actually getting XP. I see it moving, but that's because this is literally the best place to get XP in the game. So it's like, you know, no surprise there. Plus, I'm not really that high level, 93. And I'm on players 5, so. But that's what the terror zones are going to take care of, supposedly. You know, we'll see. So, like, I like to static these guys. Just for starters. This is a little thresher. And I'm still on a streak of where I've not had any good loot drop from here either. High runes, loot, anything. So, that's, you can get drops here. Just, I don't, but you can. I mean, that's a level 85 area the worlds don't keep, so great place to farm if you can stomach the ridiculous enemies there. And even me, who's like all kitted out, I stay away from there just because it's the gloam. Could you stop draining my fucking mana, dude? Because the gloams there are so annoying. Ooh, so I have all the two-handed swords in the game, so that's gonna be garbage. And a failed Shaco, you know, or a failed Harlequin Crest, it's gonna be garbage. And it's not ethereal, so just L. And when I say I have all the two-handed swords in the game, I'm not kidding. Oh. So literally every single one of them. So whatever it was, I have it. I don't remember what it was either, but it doesn't matter. Alright, so that was a bail run. Or I like to call fail run, because Bale never drops anything good ever. In fact, that was the first unique I've had him drop in a very long time. Let's go check out Diablo. And I've been a good little boy. I've been running Chaos Sanctuary, and all the community just loves these spots. They're so good. You guys gotta farm Chaos. I got my jaw to drop in Chaos, or I've got Tyraels in Chaos. Yeah. fuck the community. Just farm wherever you want. Like, unless you're looking for specific area level items, you know, or treasure class items, farm wherever you want, because I mean, just look at these drops. It's like it's rough. Just farm wherever you want. Chaos is one of the best places to farm in the game. Yeah, for potions. Gem shrine. Do I even have any gems I need to, you know, let me go check. Ooh, a little busy in here, huh? And this is why this character shreds. Like, Chaos Sanctuary, players 5, just melting everybody. Like, it's a joke. Alright, it's a good time to go to town anyway, because we're poisoned, cursed, mana burned, like you name it. Alright, so let's go grab some type of gem here. I guess a skull. Bro, hit the portal. Yeah, this character is going to have those full resistances because of course now, Emerald drops. My Necro is not really going to see any action really, so I don't care about his resistances, but my Sorceress absolutely gets meleeed a lot. She's in that, and she gets hit by spells all the time too, so she just gets hit all the time is my point. So yeah, she's going to need those resists. Like, my Mercenary does a piss poor job of blocking hits. He does a great job of killing people, but he absolutely does not, you know, he's not get down Mr. President. He doesn't give a shit. What? Oh, I forgot to get rid of this Aegis. Go back to town real quick.
Hello.
So Medusa's gaze is just, it's pretty rare, you know? Pretty rare. I'm gonna put that on my list here. And I'm pretty sure I already had one of my characters, I think, has a Medusa's gaze on him, but I don't remember which one. So I'll just put this on the side here because I feel like I could use that at some point, at least just for giggles. I mean, it's just a cool item. Oh, and sorry, let me go back to town one more time. I'm like sitting here talking about it, but I didn't actually show the item. It's a cool item because it has that lower resist when struck on it, and life stolen per hit, and slows target. So it's got some really rare stats. Like, those are, you don't find those often. Well, the slows target and lower resist, I mean. Life stolen, you can find that all the time. But even so, on a shield, and that much is pretty cool. So it requires an insane amount of strength and a high level, you know, for a new character. But it's cool. High defense, you know, cool item. Anyway, let's get back to work. Alright, so we got a physical lightning immune, which means he's invincible. So what I have to do now is I'm going to have to pop all the other seals. I hate when this happens. And kill pretty much every... Oh, okay, Infinity broke his lightning. I was about to say. And I would have to pop all the seals and just kind of ignore him, and then he'll die because the seals are popped. Like, it's the only way to really kill him in Chaos. Sometimes, because, you know, I've said this before in like every stream, Infinity, again, the community it stands to be corrected. Infinity is not like, it does not break the game. It breaks some immunities, but you can run an Infinity all day long and still get your ass whooped. So I was surprised that broke that guy's lightning resistance, because it often does not. Alright, I'm losing a lot of health here. Like, what's going on? I'll take some town portals. I did not mean to hit that. So well. Dropping some gems I don't need. Although, you know what? I'll probably grab them just because I'm going to walk out of here empty-handed, I think. So, oops, I did not mean to grab that. Might as well grab some gems, right? You know. Alright, so I always forget to pop one of these, so those two are popped, okay. There's always a nice density right here. Yeah, look at this density. This is the only thing I like about Chaos, is it has pretty nice density, you know. Like, the drops are terrible, but the density is pretty good. It's like, yeah, eventually, maybe I'll get something good to drop in here, but it's been a poop shoot. I think I did get a high rune in here. I got a Vex in here once, which is like the lowest high rune in the game, in my opinion. And I might have gotten an Ohm or something, but like, considering how many times I ran this, it's not really. I'm not really impressed by that. Plus, those aren't great runes. They're good starter high runes. Like Play School is my first high rune, you know. It's like they're good starter high runes. But you're gonna want to go a little bit heavier than that. I gotta say though, it's pretty fun playing on this sorceress again. Like, I played on my Necro, I was kind of wishy-washy. Played on my Javazon, definitely wishy-washy, but this is pretty nice on my sorceress. And I really love my mercenary with the fortitude on my mercenary is just, it's so essential. And it's a garbage fortitude because I put it on a full plate, and I did that so that I could use it, which I've said before like 3 times, because I'm sure people get, oh, fortitude on a non-F, like, and it's a norm, like, fucking shut the fuck up. It's like, I put it on a full plate so I could wear it, because I was going to put it on my paladin, so I don't want the strength requirement to be like 500 or something. So what really matters is you get that 300% enhanced damage, and all the other great stats on it. I don't give a shit about the defense. Defense is garbage anyway. Like, it's really, defense is just, you almost don't need it at all. It's like, it's really not that great. So my mercenary, and he's got a non-eth, and because of course, why would I get an ethereal, a non-ethereal and Darrow's Visage? So he's good to go. Yeah, this mercenary is absolutely my strongest mercenary. He does die, though. He still dies. And that's another thing they could, you know, at some point maybe do something about. But I think they already buffed mercenaries, so I don't really see them doing anything else with him. But it sure wouldn't hurt. They still are pretty garbage. Mercenaries are literally like, they're almost like an item. They're just something that's there. Rather than like being directly super helpful. They're like indirectly helpful, you know. And I think I have this. I'm pretty sure I have all these. I'll grab it just in case. All these claws here. Let's take a look.
Good evening.
Yeah, Shadow Killer. That's the first time that Diablo has dropped me anything in a long time. Let's take a look. Yeah, so I have all the assassin claws, so, and I think I counted it as non-ethereal because it only drops ethereal anyway. So yeah, there's not really, it's not like that's it. That's all it drops. So I'm actually gonna put that on my drops because that's a little rare, you know. It's not too rare, but it's a little rare. It's rare for me anyway. Now, if that said Shadow Dancer, that'd be dope, but that ain't gonna happen, right?
Hail to you, champion.
Alright, so that was Chaos. I walked out of there with Shadow Killer like that. that's Chaos. I'm basically just gonna do Mephisto. I don't like to do Provincial on any characters simply because I'm tired of them killing my mercenary. And look at this beautiful map layout, by the way. That's just an awesome map. I'm going to need to do a stream where I just farm Mephisto, which would be kind of boring actually, but I just want to make sure I take advantage of him, which I have farmed him for a while. take advantage of this map, I mean, before I re-roll it for some lower cross runs, but I'm not going to do lower cross anytime soon, so I guess it's not really a big deal. What are you aiming at? Aim it down. Like, I was literally, you see my mouse is pointing there, and like the lightning's going every which way but where I'm pointing. It's nothing but garbage there. Fisto is, he's overrated. He'll drop you some stuff eventually, but you gotta farm the shit out of him. I could do the spider cavern or whatever, but I don't really feel like it. I basically skip Act 2 as well on my farming route, however you want to say it, but I'll do an arcane run real quick. Kill some ghosts. This is one of the few areas where you can kind of rune farm, but these ghosts will drop runes as soon as, you know, politicians stop being pieces of garbage. Like, it's never going to happen. So it's like it could happen, but it's not going to. All right, stop teleporting me. I lost a lot of health here. Oh, they got greater healings. Is that it? One potion? Is that all you're going to drop me? Okay. Oh, now a super healing drop. Alright, so... keep going. And you have to... This is why I don't like farming arcane. You have to make sure the ghosts are on the path. So it's very, like, specific. It's, like, loaded with stipulation, basically. It's like, yes, the ghosts have less stuff in their drop table, therefore they're more likely to drop high runes. But you have to jump through hoops to, like, even get a farm going, let alone hope they drop it, you know? Because as soon as it dies off a platform, it's just the drop rate is reduced to negative. Like, it's just, it's zero. It's negative infinity. Like, it will never, it can only drop on the platforms. So it's floating around this cool little Windows background screensaver, you know, like, you're fucked. And I think I killed him off, but whatever. The summoner is not a horrible, you know, spot to farm jewelry either. He might drop some amulets and rings, so... Alright, I've already got bored of the arcane, so that was a little mini arcane run. Did I miss that ring? Let me grab this ring. I should always pick up... You should always pick up rare rings and amulets, but after a certain point, it's like... It's not the end of the world if you skip them. Yes, I'm cursed again, like usual. Teleport. Do a little Indariel run here. Indariel is probably one of my favorite bosses to farm because she has been way more generous with my drops than Mephisto has. So, like, she usually drops uniques or sets, and she has dropped me, like, just decent drops overall compared to Mephisto. Mephisto's dropped a couple of good drops, but it's consistently garbage. See, look at this. Like, I've got all of these, but I mean, it's still cool to see, you know? It's just, as long as you see that, like, you're getting stuff, even if it's garbage, that's, to me, that eases so much of the pain of the farming process. So when you farm for a long time and you're not even seeing uniques or sets, that's what pisses me off. That's what sucks. Like, that's what makes you not want to play, you know? Right, let's see what I got, because I'm 100% sure I have all this, but I'll just grab it anyways for the shits and giggles. So, Vidala's blade bone. Pretty sure I have that as well. This is a pretty weak ring as well. Weak charm, okay. Let me double check out this blade bone. Yeah, I do. Got two. Oh, I'm about out of room here. Looks like I need to re-roll something here.
like I've been re-rolling that Grand Charm for like a year straight. Basically, I cannot get it to roll induced killer. All right, let's go to the pits. I think I'll do a tower run too while I'm at it on this character. Might as well, right? Did I just see, like, what's going on over here? Yeah, because I'll teleport right into the middle of a motherfucker and just start lightning him up, you know? Like, I don't give a fuck on this sorceress. Sorceress is not for play. Like, she ain't fucking around. Alright, now you guys are wasting my time. Let's get over here. Unfortunately, though, when I was switching my maps, I got a new pits, and I don't like this map. I like the old pits map I had, but it's really not a big deal. It's just a barb shield. Pretty sure I have that, though. It's getting some drops on my sorceress, so I'm pretty happy about that. It's not ideal map, but it really doesn't matter. So that's what I was saying. Just, who cares, right? Yeah, I don't like how it's too separated. Like I like when it's kind of like a more linear map where I only have to teleport out to a couple different spots. But now it's like it feels like a little like too open-ended. So it feels like it takes longer. Is my point. And there's no well here. I guess that's probably my biggest complaint is I got 2 wells on my other map, and the wells here I think are more spread out, so therefore they're more annoying. Take a jewel. Well, at least my curse is gone. Cedar staff. I don't know what that is. I might already have that though, but I'll check it out. Make sure I got room for it. And I know I'm having some pretty muted reactions to this loot tonight. Like normally I'm like, hey, this is great. It's because like I said, I literally took a break from the game. Just took a couple days off because my drops have been so miserable that I was like, all right, I'm going to play some other games. These drops are terrible. So yeah. I'm not gonna sound excited for drops because my drops have been too shitty. You know, I got that list on the right of stuff I need. It's gonna stay up there. It's like just stuff not dropping. Like I never did get that 4 open socket vortex shield. I got a 4 open socket paladin shield that I can use for exile, but I don't want to use it and I don't need to. So it's just sitting in my stash right now. I think it's sitting in my paladin stash. It's sitting somewhere. I didn't get rid of it, but I didn't make exile with it either. It's just sitting there. You know, another change it can make. Maybe these shrines. Hey, that's a Huanin's bill there. Maybe these shrines can give you more XP or something. You know, because they're trying to make changes to where you're not just doing Bale and Diablo runs on, you know, past a certain point of level for XP. You should just get more XP from shrines, and there should be more XP shrines or something. Or maybe curses. Like somebody else said, a great change would be curses don't override shrines. Like that's a great. I think that's a change we can all agree on, right? Stuff like that. Definitely think they should rehaul or overhaul. They should overhaul this XP system for high levels. It should still be a point of pride to get to 99, but you should have more options to get there. I think that's fair. And that's kind of what the Terror Zones are going to address, but we'll see. Like I can't say because I only played it for like 5 minutes. You know, I didn't check out how it would affect. Plus, it's like I said, it's not single player, so who gives a shit? If it's not single player, then that has 0 effect on. I think I just got that. I'm gonna have to check something.
All right, so garbage, second floor, like usual. Is it Arcana's? Yeah, I already have Arcana's flesh set light plate. I think it was something else I was missing. It was oh, it was Naj's light plate, and that's a Hellforge plate. Okay, so I got all that anyway. So who cares? Okay.
Greetings.
All right, chromatic ire. That's a cool staff. I don't need it, I don't think, but I'll check it out. And Lance Guard. Alright, so chromatic ire. It's under staves. Yeah, I already had it. That's a shame. And I know I have Lance Guard, but I'll just double check. Yeah, so the only shields I'm missing are Headhunters and Spirit Ward. Spirit Ward is going to be a ward, and then Headhunters is going to be a troll nest. Yeah, so just got to look out for those two bases. Yeah, can you believe that I've not found a pair of Marowaks yet? It's insane. that should be illegal. All right, so this F here, I don't need it at all, so let's just drop it. Good your cows. Yeah, you were immune. Oh wait, you know what? Let's go do a tower run real quick. That's what I was gonna do. I've said it once. I've said it twice. I've said it probably 3 times, 4 times. I don't know. I'll say it again. I got a jaw rune in the tower from a goat man. So don't sleep on that tower. All right. I know that's kind of a joke though, because I'm always saying the community is full of shit. Like don't farm the tower for high runes. It's just I did find high runes you though. I mean it's kind of contradictory what I said earlier. Farm wherever you want. I'm kind of joking. I was like, if you want, farm the tower by all means. Probably not gonna find high runes here though, but you're not gonna find high runes anywhere, so fuck it. Might as well, right? Love the music in here. Anything with that like reverb drenched kind of like finger picked guitar or something like that, you know, I don't even know how to describe the style here. What? But I think that's just so appropriate. It's so apropos for the Diablo 2 like atmosphere or Diablo experience in general. I really hope Diablo 4, which I'm sure it won't, harkens back to this like vibe that you get from playing 1 and 2 that 3 completely misses out on. But you know they're not going to. Diablo 4 might as well have been made by like Infinity Ward. You know, like it's not gonna have the vibe. It's the old Blizzard is long gone. Literally the guys who made this game they're not there anymore. And then the late great Joshua Travis, he's passed, so any hope of the loot I think being fun, I think that's out the window as well. So I think it's gonna suck ass. Hopefully I'm wrong, but that's my bet. I think Diablo 4 is going to suck ass, at least at launch. Because Diablo 3 at launch was terrible, and then they turned that ship around. Unfortunately, a lot of players turn their backs on it, and they just refuse to see any merit of Diablo 3 in its current iteration. But it's really great game. It's completely antithetical to this game, which is why I like it. So it's like, if you like to be a sadomasochist and get terrible drops all the time and deal with immunities and all this other shit, then this is the game. But if you want some drops and you want some fast, fun arcade action and you want bright, colorful graphics and all this other stuff, then that's Diablo 3. Different style of game. Ooh, Countess coming up with garbage. And she is so loud when you kill her. It's like, bah! She like explodes. Right, we got a lightning immune here, but my mercenary laughs at lightning immunes. Like, sit down, bitch. Alright. Tower run came up. Nothing. What a surprise.
Good day.
Good to see you.
Get off the wall. Alright, now I'm going to do a cow run. And I don't remember where my stony field is in this character. Oh, there it is. Feels like it because I switched maps at some point and I've never recovered. I switched maps once on this character and I've never recovered, you know? Like, I still don't know where these damn how, like, where stuff is on these maps. I kind of regret it too because I really had a great lower Kuros layout. So now, whenever I inevitably farm lower Kuros again, I'm in for it. Like, it's gonna be a struggle. I'm gonna have to sit there and reset the maps forever.
Yes?
All right, here we go. I never did find that Talrosh is here. I mentioned before I was reading like on Reddit or something. Somebody said they found. I was like, I was playing with my wife and she found a Talrosh's armor and cows. I'm like, must be nice. Good, like GG. Like, holy shit. So I'm always secretly wondering if I'll find one here, but I've already got one, thank God. So at least I'm not super thirsty for it. I think I need that. I think that's a Marowak base, so I just got hoed on that drop. So I guess I'm going straight for the Cow King. He better not be physical and lightning immune, though. Now, let's do some chain lightning. I haven't done that much here. Alright, we're cursed, so I gotta pull my mercenary out. Yeah, even with all his gear, a cursed mercenary will still get dropped like a... He'll just get dropped by cows. That wasn't even a Cow King, that was just some asshole. Alright. Alright, so my primary goal in cows really is to just keep my mercenary alive. Like, it's all I really care about. So we got immune, like I fucking called it, right? Immune to physical, immune to lightning, once again. Happens way too often to be coincidence. I think, honestly, I think the game is just an asshole and does it on purpose. Which all of this stuff adds up, like no drops, no high runes, too many curses, too many immune to physical and lightning. All this adds up to me just playing other games. It's like, I don't want to, but it just wears you down after a while. Like, it's like if there was some type of ratio to it, it would be less frustrating, but it's like, it's not like, oh, I got cursed for the billionth time, but here's a good drop. Or, oh, I got another physical lightning immune, but hey, you know, a Mal rune. It's like, nope. You just get hammered over and over and over and over and over and over and over, and it just wears you down. Doesn't matter how good a game is or how fun it is. You're just like, all right, I'm gonna head out. It's like, and that's literally what happened. I was like, I love this game, but it's a fucking dickhead. This game is a fucking asshole. So you gotta take breaks from it. And I wish more people would do that with more games. They would have a lot more fun with them. You know, if a game's being stingy or pissing you off, like, fucking play someone else. You have no loyalty or no commitment, no obligation to these games. Like, you did not make these games. You don't own stock in the companies. You know, you have no input whatsoever. Just fucking walk away for a bit. Play something else. Do something else. Tell your fucking family you love them, you know? It's like, just keep your sanity. Stay strong. Like, we must stay focused, alright? So I'm getting a lot of grand charms here. Not necessarily a good thing. And, you know, that goes with what I was saying about Infinity. I can't break the Cow King's in lightning immunity even with Infinity, so he's just literally invincible for me. I guess I could grab a lower resist one and then get rid of his physical immunity, but he would still have a ton. so I would do like no damage. So it's a whole lot of work for him to just drop 2 yellows, you know? It's like he drops garbage anyway, so it's just it's honestly just skip him. Just fuck him. Like treat him the way the game treats you. Just fuck him, just leave him. Just abandon him. These are the guys. This is the real point of doing cows anyway, is these assholes, not the Cow King. Couldn't even kill Cow King in regular Diablo 2 anyway, because it would cut off your access to the cow level in general for that difficulty level with that character. So the fact we can even kill him is an improvement, which is wild that that's actually a thing, you know. There you go, Hell Rune. That's the highest rune I've had drop in a while. Troll Nest. See, that's what I need to drop, but unique. Dull Rune. So a Troll Nest is, as you can see, just a it's the same shield in normal. It's the same art style. I've already gone into discussions about exceptional and uniques, but the same with the Dust Shroud. Dust Shroud is just the normal quilted armor. It's just the elite version of it. Getting a lot of bases right now, actually. It's not ethereal. Dust Shroud's another good base for Enigma. I just prefer Mage Plate because the Dust Shroud literally looks like you're wearing quilted armor, which is garbage. So I was like, do you really want to run around looking like you're wearing quilted armor? So that's why I like Mage Plate. But I mean, it's the strength requirements for it are basically nothing. So it's a lot. It's like the easiest thing to wear. So it's a great option for Enigma. I just personally don't like it. It's also a hell of a lot easier, in my experience, to find the Mage Plate. So if you have a Jaw It Bear rune set and you're just sitting there waiting and you find a 3 open socket Dust Shroud, like by all means go nuts. But if you want to look a little cooler, since you know you're not going to come across Enigma runes very often, if at all, just fucking wait for Mage Plate. Don't do what I did online. I made an Infinity and a non-ethereal Thresher, or a non-ethereal something that was garbage. Just wait for the base. Even if you have the high runes for like weeks, just wait for the base. Because it takes you so long to find those high runes. Wait for the right base. It's my advice. Okay, so we got another lightning in here. Because I waited for a long time. I made sure I had a F Thresher for this. And I could have a better base, but that to me is great. I'm happy with that. And plus my mercenary shreds, so... You mostly just want those ethereals for your mercenary. Simply the weapons. The armors aren't as big a deal. It certainly doesn't hurt though, and it does help. But if you have the ethereal weapons, yeah, they'll do considerable amount more damage. Like that to me is more important. Is the weapons are ethereal. Don't really give a shit about the armor. Their survivability is really garbage anyway. So it's like, even if you get a really great ethereal armor, their survivability is so ass, like they can still get shredded by a curse and the right combination of elite, you know, or bosses shred mercenaries, so don't even worry about that shit. What a Lich Wand. Really disappointing drops, like usual. Kind of reinforcing why I haven't been streaming as much. That's really not the right mentality to have when you play this game. You should just play it to play it. But I've been on like just a streak of bad drops that it's just kind of killing my enthusiasm here. Like I have like a long list of streams where I've just not gotten any cool drops. So that's another reason why I was thinking of leveling up my assassin, simply because then it wouldn't be about drops, it'd just be about playing. But I really, it's like it's a lot of work leveling. So I will eventually level this character though, and I was gonna make sure I did it on stream too, so show the whole process, which mostly I was gonna do like this. I hit the wrong thing. What? Alright, hold on a second. This is not what I was trying to do here. This is being a little funky. It's like sometimes it's hard to pull the right stuff up. Why is this website being so ass right now? Alright. Lightning Sentry Assassin. Okay, so the Trap Sin or Trap Assassin or Lightning Sentry Assassin. So oftentimes in the community you're going to hear the shitty slang version of something before you hear the actual name of it. And the actual name of this build is Lightning Sentry Assassin, not Trap Sin. That's the shitty slang shorthand. So this is what I was eventually going to make, but I don't have like half of this shit. It's like I don't have another Enigma. These are like GG blue drops or blue rolls. I don't have those. I do have like alders. I don't have another stone. I don't have another arachnid. I do have mage fists I can give. I don't have another call to arms. And you don't have to do that. Like I have a Hodo I can give her. Yeah, I think she has the Hodo on her. And I can put like a spirit on her. So I can put other shit on this character to make it good to go. But this is the build I'm going to go for. And it does technically do 3 different types of damage, but it's a little, they're kind of overstating it a little bit. It's like the physical and fire are, it's not as easy as it sounds. Like it sounds a lot better than it is when you actually use it. Oh, I think I'm gonna go back to my Necro here, do another run. Definitely a great character, great class. It's especially fun to level because it's such a great character. Like her stats go a really long way, and she doesn't need keys, for instance. A lot of players don't know that. She doesn't need keys ever, so it's a great character. It's just that build I don't really enjoy that much, and that's the only build I like know how to do, or have done before, I should say. And if you want to do anything else, you gotta have more gear. There's like basically every character has a build you can do with like shitty gear, and that's hers. I don't think you can do a good martial arts with shitty gear. So martial arts assassin, kicks in, whatever you want to call it. All right, why is this guy? Oh, stone skin. All right, so I don't know why I even bothered because he dropped nothing. This Pindle, like. I run Pindle every time I play this game, and you see me do it over and over on the stream. He has not dropped a single item on any stream I have ever done, ever. Besides, like that was good. It's always the same garbage. So I don't want to be like the type of streamer that plays all these random games, you know, variety streamers, whatever. I really was trying to stick to this game, so I don't want to be like those types of dudes. It's like there's nothing wrong with variety streaming, obviously, but it's like it's very like I get a feeling of insincerity when I see people like casting off games they swear are amazing and playing other stuff, because they're always like, "This is the greatest game ever. I love this game." And then they play it for like 20 hours and then they never play it again. I'm like, you don't love that game. You fucking threw it in the garbage. It's like so I'm trying not to be like that. And that's why I'm just focusing on D2. But I've been having a really rough time in this game lately. I'm just keeping it 100 right now. It's been rough. Really, really, really frustrating. Like drops and immunes and elites and everything. And this is coming from somebody who's got some good gear, you know. I don't have like the best gear, but I have that gear to get me to where I can basically farm wherever I want and do whatever I want, and I'm still getting frustrated. So basically, yeah, that's why I took a break. And I don't want to I've been playing other stuff, but I don't necessarily want to stream it because for one, I don't know as much about other games, and two, it's like I don't know, I don't really feel the compulsion to stream those games per se. Like I'd rather stream this game, so I don't know. Just basically saying I'm just gonna try to keep streaming this game and get through this horrible, horrible drought I've been on. All right, I'm gonna need some more corpses here. You guys are, yeah, there we go. You guys got to give me a little bit more than that. You know, they could do another pass on this AI, summoner AI, while they're at it as well. It's like they fixed it a little bit, but they can keep going. It's still a little janky. Yeah, that's the nice thing about Necro is I really don't have to give a shit about immunities anymore. It's like really annoying on my sorceress, but like if they're physical lightning immune on here, I'm like, I don't give a shit. Just same with my Amazon as well. It's ironic considering the character I have the Infinity on has the most trouble with immunities. It's just that just shows you how overrated Infinity is. It's a really great item, don't get me wrong. I love it. It's just if you're a new player, you would be led to believe that it would just completely break the game, and you'll hear streamers say it breaks the game and it's too powerful and all this other shit. And I'm like, it's okay. Like it's a good item. That's all I'm gonna say about it. It's a good item. Now, a great item that I love is the fucking Enigma. Now that's a hell of an item. And it's not just because of the teleport, it's the fucking that magic find on it, the damage to mana, the life after kill, damage reduction, maximum life, hell of a defense, and all skills, and faster run walk, and 60 to strength, 69 to strength. It's based on character level. Like, holy shit, what a great item. Now that's a hell of an item. People are like, it's broken. I'm like, you're broken inside. You know, when people who say stuff is broken or needs to be nerfed, I'm like, you must live a life of incredible privilege if you want games to be more frustrating. It's like, I never understood that mentality. Isn't the point of video games to feel powerful, to do things you cannot do in real life, to climb those mountains you can't climb, to literally do, like, because let's be real here, you can't fight demons in real life other than your own metaphorical personal demons, which is not the same fucking thing at all. You can't go out to fucking hell and literally beat demons to a pulp with your fucking hands. You get your ass kicked. It's like you literally would get murdered. So, you know, when you're playing a video game, like, enjoy the power fantasy. You'll never get it in real life. You cannot cast spells in real life, okay? It's not real. Like, it's not how real life works. You can't cast spells. You can't do this, you know. Do this and then skeletons come out of the fucking ground, alright? Like, you can't do that in real life. So, like, chill with the fucking, I want my game to be more difficult and frustrating, because, you know, I'm like, real life is difficult and frustrating. Let's let the fantasy be fantasy, and then we'll leave the shitty, boring, depressing, rip-off, garbage, unfair, depressing, horrible, depressing, I mentioned depressing real life shit, to real life. Let's leave that alone, you know? Like, real life is just absolute pure garbage. Let's let the video games be the video games. Let them be fun. Let's escape into this fantasy, you know? I mean, there's more to the argument than that, I'm sure. I get it. But it's like, that's my main philosophy. I'm like, I don't play video games to feel emasculated. Okay, I don't play video games to feel so challenged that I'm frustrated. I don't play video games to feel inadequate or to just feel bad. I play video games to feel good. I play video games because I can't do this shit in real life. Like, I can't do any of this shit in real life. Like, I can't even put on this fucking armor. If you gave me this piece of armor right now, I wouldn't even know how to put it on. Although Mage Plate looks fairly easy, but you give me a twin axe, I'd probably fucking miss swinging it or something. It'd be heavy as hell. It's like all this shit you just can't do in real life. That's the fun part, is the fantasy. But I'm not the majority, so. And by the same token, I don't think they should make things easier either. Like, I think the difficulty's fine. I just don't think you should make shit harder either. What's with these stone skins? Like, y'all just wasting my revive times. You know what? I forgot to go check if there was any loot down in this part of the Chaos Sanctuary in that last run. Oh well, or last 2 runs. Not even death can save you from me. I know. Yeah, we all heard it the first 500 times. I just like Decrepit 5 for the slowdown, not necessarily the uh-oh. I gotta make sure, whenever he does that, he literally just like 90% one-shots my mercenary, so that's 50 Gs. Cudgel I have. So this is gonna be a Dark Clan Crusher, I think. I got it, unfortunately. But hey, anytime Diablo drops like more than a rare, it's kind of a little mini celebration, so I'll take it. Yeah. Right, so nothing here. Uh-oh.
Hail to you, champion.
I don't want to sneeze. Don't sneeze. Don't want to sneeze. Yeah, let's go do Stone and Stony Tomb. Stony Tomb is probably my favorite thing they've done to this game since D2R exists. Like, adding more, excuse me, adding more high-level areas is a great idea. So, I like Stony Tomb. They kind of almost invalidated Terra Zones in a way. Really, the only thing Terra Zones are really going to bring to the table, and we'll see how much they do affect things, is XP. Because we already got more Area 85s, and honestly, there should be more. Just basically every single side area in this game needs to have density increases, and the area level needs to be 85 or higher. Not the main areas though, because you should, and certainly it's not all the parts for leveling. Like if the sewers probably should not be maxed out. Side areas you have to go to during the quests, but other than that, yada yada. Other than that, we definitely need some more. They need to keep up that kind of design philosophy. More options for farming are better. It's like that's good. All right, so I think that's it from you guys. There's a lot of ads in here. Monsters, I mean. Unfortunately, we are cursed like usual. So, you know, it is what it be. So I need that to drop unique. Hello, hello. How you doing? How's it going? I think that's what I need. Like, honestly, I don't even know what that is. Like, let me take a look at that real quick, because I think it's under barbarians, maybe. It's Slayer Guard. Okay. So I don't know why, I'm just kind of fixated on that and like the other one and Jalal's main, but I really need those to drop. just for the grail and just for my own self-satisfaction, because they're not that rare. Like, there's certain drops that most people take for granted, and those are 2 of them, and I just cannot get them to drop. Maybe I need to go farm Nightmare or something, I don't know. Oh, whoa, I jumped in here like, didn't think it was loaded. Just kill them all till they are dead. Alright. Don't see any more loot. To like. I'm not quite sure what that means, but alright. Alright. Oh, so we got a Herald base here. What do we got? Ooh, terrible rolls. What about this? Ooh, terrible. Okay. and a blood letter. All right. Yeah, I've gotten down to I'm only missing 83 items now, so it's gonna be Dupe City, baby. Dupe City. Like I'm gonna run into dupes. That's why I won't even pick them up, or I'll know what they are just on sight, like that Gladius or Gladius, however you say it. That's a bloodletter, you know, one-handed sword for barbarians that has whirlwind, and it's like after a certain point, I'm sure I'll start memorizing all the rolls for him as well. it's like you see the same items over and over and over and over and over and over and over. So because I'm missing 83, so. It's good. The grail's really gonna start getting tough now. But I am still missing some really easy to find, comparatively speaking, to like Mang Song's Lesson or something, or Immortal King's chess piece. You know, I'm missing some really easy to find items, comparatively speaking, and I'm just hoping those drop, you know, in a timely manner. Like, you know, I will take this antidote. Cute. Growl rune, wow. Alright, so that was another successful Stony Tomb run. Always love running Stony.
Good day.
We got ourselves a Honed Sundown, which I picked up last time I streamed, and that's it. So that was not really going to do it. Let's move on to the pits. Pits, baby. Pits time. I used to hate farming the pits because I never really get good drops in there, but I just enjoy I enjoy it now. Like I just got conditioned to enjoy it because it's just a nice area, and I love this map layout. This is the map layout I like. I got a well right here, and then a well is going to be over that side of the map a little bit as well. No pun intended. It's another well as well. Alright, you know, I'm not. You guys are garbage. Let's keep moving. Alright, here it is. And that's fine when I'm cursed. It really is, because there's a well right here. Just gotta make sure I get these elites. So no more curse. And then bam, done. The mob density in here is really good. It's really nice amount of mobs. You get all these kills. Yeah, I like farming in here, you know? It's nice. The drops are garbage, but that's everywhere in the entire game at this point. So if I'm gonna have garbage drops, at least it'll be in a place where I like the vibe of the pits. I like the map layout. So I've gotten a couple of good drops in pits, so it's not a waste of time. And then of course, you know, I could find like a huge item in here, so it's possible. Not likely, but it's possible. Alright, so let's go back up to here. And you should just be focusing on elites in here, but I don't care. So I like to kill everybody. It's kind of the point of my streams, is it's just, I'm not kidding when I say demon genocide. Like, demons are horrible creatures. They inflict pain and misery upon the world and, you know, whatever areas that they're currently inhabiting. And they gotta go, you know? Gotta kill them. Am I cursed? Oh, okay. You guys are being really inconsistent with your kill speeds here. You know what? Let's get a couple corpses. Let's go to let's kill these guys and let's go to the second floor. probably gonna have to pop a potion here. I mean, look how satisfying that is. It's great. It's just too bad the drops are terrible, but it sure as hell is satisfying. Crazy that there's still monsters running around after all that. It's like completely wiped the place out and there's still monsters. But as you can see, it's just a few blues. It's really like it sucks. It's like it's like I don't run it for loot. I run it for on the billionth time I run it, maybe there's a chance that a good item will drop, you know. Because the loot there is pretty abysmal. Alright, let's do one more cow run, then I'm going to call it a night here. I'm going to go straight to the cows. What did I just grab? Bro, cast the curse. I was like, if that was ethereal, I might, you know, might consider that an option, but
Yes?
let's just go kill some cows. Oh boy, so they got might. Oh boy, okay. So I dropped in hot, so let's just back up here. Like it's hard to see who I'm even, who's friendly and who's not. Alright, we got a tier rune, alert the press. Alright, it's the first wave of these assholes down. Oh shit. Okay, it's back up a little bit. Tower rune. And this is all just to get back to where I started, because it was like it was just a little too popping when I got in here. It was just popping off like just daddy chill. It's like just chill. Okay, so getting into Cow King territory, which I kind of, you know what, I'm just gonna go clockwise this time. You know, call me crazy, I'll go clockwise. Screw it. Shell rune. Yeah, there's a monarch. 4 open socket monarch. Nice. I don't think I need one now, though. You know, like I think all of my characters have a monarch on them, so I don't think so. Let me put that on here though. And that's where, you know, I'm not gonna say you're gonna find them often here because I just ran cows a bunch of times today. It was the first time I saw one even drop. But this is a place where you can get a monarch to drop. Like it is a known location where they can drop. I'm not gonna say it's the best place to get monarchs. I'm not gonna say it's like a bad place. I'm not even gonna say it's a good place. I will say it is a place where you can get monarchs. A lot of people would probably say it's the best place to get them just because of the density, but that goes for anywhere where there's a lot of monsters. You're more than likely to find those bases. So if you're looking for bases for items, like for insights or for infinity or whatever, go to an area with a lot of monsters that you can kill as fast as possible. That's the formula for, and that's the formula for success for most of this game in general for drops. If you want high runes, same thing. Go to an area with lots of monsters that you can kill as fast as possible. Saigons, boo. Alright, I need some more cows here. You know, dropping off, man. Like, chill. Ooh, I'm low on keys. It's always like the sacrifice you kind of make when you make a summoner necro is that you're always going to have to constantly babysit your little army, you know? And that's why people tell you that you have to have Enigma, but like I've stated before, you don't have to have Enigma. It helps a lot, you know? It just helps a lot. Don't gatekeep play styles here, people. Like, come on. Like, anybody can do it. You don't have to have this gear to do it. It just helps. That's like saying you can only, you know, be a fisherman if you have like a, you know, $1,000 fishing pole and like the best line and the best bait and the best lures and, you know, like the best skill with the best water or the best boat with the best time of day. Like, don't gatekeep shit. Like, it's everybody can make these characters. Anybody can make a sorceress or a necro. You know, there's certain builds, sure, that don't function without like the items. Like, for instance, a Tesla din. Obviously, you're gonna need that dream helmet, that dream shield. But like, just general builds like this, it's a summoner necro. You don't even need gear. Like, there's been reports of a dude or dudes or dudettes, whatever, that have beaten the game with no gear on. Like, it's possible. Like, I can fucking take my Enigma off and I'm still gonna be rocking. It's just, look at my summons though. They're just not gonna hone in on those locations, and it's gonna make stuff a little more difficult for me, but I still have my kill speed. I'm still rocking. Like, you don't have to have this kind of gear. So don't let anybody tell you how to enjoy a fucking game, you know? He says to no one. I preaching to like nothing here. I just really like to reposition myself in my army. That's really all it's for. Just mobility. At this point, there's kind of a debate whether they should nerf Enigma or get rid of teleport or all this other dumb shit. And I've always maintained, personally, as my hot take, that it's not that teleport is this or that. It's that this game demands you to move around as fast as possible to cover as much ground as possible because you are so desperately in need of whatever you're looking for. So my point is, everything is so hard to find in this game. It's so hard to get high rune. It's so hard to get those uniques you're looking for. It's so hard to magic find that it necessitates a teleport skill. So when people want to nerf that, I'm like, you're literally, the only reason people even like teleport is because the drop rates are so garbage that the only way they can cover enough ground to feel like they have agency on these drops and they can actually have a chance of getting stuff they want is if they're physically teleporting to locations and getting there as quickly as possible. So no, I don't think, my point is, no, I don't think they need to touch teleport. That's my point. That's my hot take, which I've probably said before a bunch of times. Leave teleport alone, it's fine. So we got Juanins right here, I believe. I don't think that's Natalia's. I think Natalia's is something else. Let me check real quick. Here, you stop. Juanins, where is it at? don't feel like switching over right now because I thought this would be a really quick check, but it's not. Yeah, it's Huanin's Refuge, and it's a tigulated male, however you say that. Whoops. So if that was Natalia's, that'd be kind of cool. I mean, I already have it, but but it's just Huanin, however you say it. Yeah, I'm not, like, the thing I like about Enigma isn't that it teleports, it's that it enables you, it has that magic find in it, and it enables you to have a little bit more mobility. I was like, it's not, teleport itself isn't broken. It's like, it's just that the drop rates are so low that being able to get around fast kind of puts the odds more in your favor. So it's kind of a dumb argument. It's like, it's the same kind of mentality that people that don't design games or really like try hard player base kind of decides, where it's like, let's not attack a problem, let's attack a symptom. Like, I don't want to cure a symptom, I want to cure the disease, you know? It's like, we do that in real life enough. Like, when we don't cure stuff, we just abate the symptoms. Let's cure the disease here. So, not that, but that's a whole nother discussion, because I think the drop rates are fine, because that's kind of the point of the game. If the drop rates were higher, I'd be done with my grail, you know? So it's like, the drop rates are fine. It sucks, but that's the point of the game, is to have low drop rates, you know? So, don't touch drop rates, don't touch teleport. It's both working as intended. If you want to touch shit, touch the loot filter, you know? It's like, that's what we really need. Or stack all runes and gems, which I've said a trillion times. And there's my trillion and one time. Trillion times and one there. Trillion and one. Trillion plus one. Whatever. That's it. Give us that stuff. Give us QOL stuff. I think too, it just shows you how good this game is that the game is so like well made. Even if it's like old school design, it's so well made. You don't need to fix stuff per se, you know, other than stuff that's literally broken, like the those vipers that were like super poisoning people. But you don't need to fix stuff. Just bring some of the features more into the 20, you know, bring it more into the, I was gonna say 20th century because it always was, but I mean, like, bring it more into the modern game design era. Like, I think that's what I've been bitching about would really accomplish. Did I get anything out of that run at all? Oh, the Monarch. Okay. I don't think I need a Monarch. It's like, I really don't. Let me check. I think she literally has a Monarch on her. Why are your key bindings so garbage? There we go. Yeah, so she has a Monarch. She's gonna be twinked as well. I got good stuff here. I've got the full Natalia set for her. I've got like Monarch. I've got Skillers. I got Torch and Eyeless. She's gonna be good to go. Got lots of fun stuff for her to use. Even got like a Gold Dagger for Magic Find. Got a Treachery for her Mercenary. A Tal Rasha for her Mercenary. An Insight for her Mercenary. A Spirit. Like, she's rocking. So she doesn't need a Monarch. Let me see if somebody else does. My Druid might, but I think he's literally wearing one right now. So it's at least a... Let me see. Yeah, okay, so nobody needs a Monarch, so now they're just a novelty. And I was just proud of collecting these full sets. Like, I'm not... This is just placeholder gear until I find better stuff for them, but... Just collecting full sets is kind of a big deal. So... That's it for tonight. I'm going to watch some TV with my wife here when she gets out of the shower. Like I said, I'm not trying to stream other stuff. I just want to stream this game. Yeah, I've got the full towels of this character too. Just want to stream this game. It's just been a little frustrating, so I had to take a little break, but that was about it. Yeah, I'll try to keep streaming. People keep subscribing. That's great. Thank you to the one subscriber tonight. Mofoeg, Moffoeg. More people subscribe, the better. Everybody have a good night. Try to be on again as soon as possible. I'll try to be on tomorrow. I don't know. Have a good night.